In the cool morning silence of suburban driveway, the 2026 Cadillac Vistiq waited like a sentinel, its sleek, sculpted silhouette casting an elegant shadow across the concrete. The sun crept slowly over the horizon, revealing the subtle shimmer of its deep metallic paint, a color Cadillac had dubbed Midnight Aurora. It was more than a car. It was a declaration of intent. Cadillac's electric future, now fully realized. The Vistiq didn't just start, it awakened. As the driver pressed a capacitive start button, the interface shifted into drive mode, offering a welcome animation that mirrored the Cadillac crest. The Ultium platform beneath the floor silently activated, its dual motors ready to deliver over 500 horsepower and instantaneous torque. With a 0 to 60 time just under 5 seconds, the electric Vistiq was designed not just to compete, but to lead. Out on the highway, Super Cruise engaged with a subtle shift in the lighting along the steering wheel. Hands-free driving wasn't just a novelty anymore. It was seamlessly integrated into the commute. The Vistiq used LiDAR, radar, and a network of cameras to effortlessly maintain speed, follow curves, and change lanes. The driver relaxed, marveling at how intuitive the system had become since its early iterations. Interior comfort was paramount. Each seat, trimmed in sustainable vegan leather, was individually climate-controlled and featured Cadillac's latest zero-gravity support design. The ambient lighting shifted based on time of day, and the panoramic sunroof filtered UV rays while still offering a clear view of the sky above. Rear passengers enjoyed nearly as many amenities as those up front, including 12-inch individual screens, wireless charging pads, and reclining seats. The infotainment system ran on Google built-in, offering native apps like Maps, Assistant, and Play. Voice recognition was so natural, it felt more like a conversation than a command. "Hey, Cadillac, find the nearest coffee shop," the driver said casually. A moment later, the navigation adjusted and the Vistiq subtly shifted lanes to prepare for the next exit. Stopping at a DC fast charger, the driver plugged in for a quick boost. Thanks to 350 kilowatts charging capability, the battery recharged from 20% to 80% in just over 20 minutes. Enough time for a coffee and a stretch. The Vistiq's range of over 300 miles meant charging stops were rare, but when they happened, they were brief and painless. Later that afternoon, the Vistiq turned off the interstate onto a winding country road. Here, it came alive in a different way. The low center of gravity and finely tuned chassis allowed it to carve through curves with grace and confidence. There was no engine growl, only the quiet rush of wind and the faint hum of the tires. As dusk settled, the Vistiq's adaptive pixel LED headlights adjusted automatically, creating a beam pattern tailored to the environment. The night vision system scanned the roadside, alerting the driver to a deer before it even entered the road. In moments like this, the technology felt less like luxury and more like protection. Returning home, the driver pulled into garage and shut off the vehicle with a gentle touch. The lights dimmed, the screen faded, the seat quietly returned to its default position. And just before the doors closed behind him, he glanced back at the Vistiq, its Cadillac emblem still softly glowing, like the end of a perfect sentence. The Vistiq wasn't just Cadillac's future. It was a new chapter in how luxury, technology, and performance could come together in an electric age. And for those who drove it, it wasn't just a car. It was a presence. The moment the door closed, the cabin sealed itself with acoustic laminated glass and triple-door insulation, creating a whisper-quiet environment. The climate system, a multi-zone automatic setup, immediately adjusted according to each passenger's preset preferences. The air inside was filtered by a nanocarbon air purification system that removed dust, pollen, and even odors at molecular level. Every surface reflected Cadillac's design precision, real metal accents, customizable LED ambient lighting with over 26 color themes, and a floating center console with wireless charging for 2 devices simultaneously. The main 33-inch curved OLED display offered 9K resolution, split-screen functionality, and true blacks that gave every piece of information a premium gloss. The infotainment interface was powered by Google built-in, integrating Google Maps, Assistant, and Play Store natively. It also supported wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and had 5G connectivity, enabling high-speed streaming and instant software updates. Navigation was enriched by augmented reality, projecting arrows and directions onto road via the head-up display and instrument cluster. The driver assistance suite was a centerpiece. Cadillac's Super Cruise, now in its latest generation, allowed hands-free driving on over 750,000 miles of map roads. It automatically executed lane changes, adjusted speed based on curves or traffic, and used driver attention cameras to ensure safety. Paired with a 360-degree camera system and adaptive cruise control, the Vistiq created a cocoon of awareness that made every trip feel effortless. Power came from GM's Ultium platform, equipped with dual electric motors delivering over 500 horsepower and 500 lb-ft of torque. The EAWD system dynamically shifted torque between front and rear axles based on road conditions. With an estimated 0 to 60 miles per hour time under 5 seconds, the performance was immediate, smooth, and silent. Regenerative braking was adjustable via steering wheel paddles and included a one-pedal driving mode for urban efficiency. The adaptive air suspension offered multiple drive modes: Tourist Sport, Snow/Ice, and My Mode, each modifying ride height, steering weight, and throttle response. On the highway, the vehicle automatically lowered for better aerodynamics. In parking lots or steep driveways, it could raise up for clearance with a single touch. Cargo was handled thoughtfully. The power liftgate featured a hands-free sensor under the bumper. Inside, the cargo bay had a flat floor, a hidden underfloor storage compartment, and power-folding second and third rows, which could be controlled from the trunk or infotainment screen. With all seats down, the Vistiq offered over 100 cubic feet of cargo space. Every seat in the cabin was heated and ventilated, with massaging front seats offering 5 programs and 3 intensity levels. Rear passengers enjoyed reclining captain's chairs, individual climate controls, and their own touchscreen controls built into the door panels. There were also 6 USB-C ports, 2 120V household outlets, and wireless charging pads in both front and rear rows. Safety technology was extensive. Beyond the standard sensors and airbags, the Vistiq came with automatic emergency braking with intersection assist, reverse automatic braking, enhanced night vision with pedestrian and animal detection, rear pedestrian alert, side blind zone steering assist, emergency vehicle detection system. Charging was just as advanced. The Vistiq supported 350 kilowatts DC fast charging, allowing a 20% to 80% charge in about 25 minutes. At home, the Level 2 charger could be scheduled via the app for off-peak electricity hours. The vehicle also supported bidirectional charging, meaning it could power a home during an outage or charge another EV if needed.